Hey, I am Damon Cook, and I am a senior staff accountant at Pepsi Cola of Florence, and I am going to talk about some of the things we do as non-IT people in collaboration with our IT department. So the first thing is we're talking about is data rails. Data rails is a project that we have going on right now. Uh, that really focuses on the finance side of things. Data rails is a third-party application we are going to use to help better streamline our financial reporting, making financials and stuff like that. That is kind of we're planning on implementing this thing in phases. So the first thing we have to do is make sure it can build our financials. That's what it's going to be used for first. We're going to try to shorten our close time, how long it takes us to actually produce financials at month end and year end. Uh, that's going to be the first thing it does. Second thing we're going to do after that is we want to be able to use it to better forecast and do more analytics to give us deeper and faster insights to what exactly is going on with our customers in our industry and see what we can do better. And all in all, we believe this will lead to faster and better decision making. Data Rails really automates a lot of manual processes that we are currently doing by hand or doing manually. So we expect that to increase how accurate we are, which then gives us better data faster than we can actually produce it. Uh, we're looking to see some payoffs with closing once we actually get a system down and get it pretty ingrained. We should see that payoff pretty quick as far as the forecasting and how it how it impacts our decision making. That will take a little bit longer because it just takes time for that stuff to really turn around. And how we measure that will be depending on what we do. Uh, so right now, data rails needs to be able to we have to make it so we can produce accurate and reliable financials. Uh, it should be able to allow us to be better and do have better forecasting to make better decisions. It could have one day. I we believe it we will build some pretty interactive dashboards that gives pretty real time updates to help us identify problems, to help us see how the decisions we're making are impacting our financials. And then one day, hopefully, we can integrate it more with our operational side of things and not just finance to give us more, to allow us to have more insights to that kind of stuff. We're going to move on to some of our IT sourcing. Uh, we're going to talk about data rails again, how we're actually sourcing out, how we're implementing it. Data rails is not mission critical to our operation right now. We have a system that we do, and it does work. Data rails is we're trying to leverage data rails into an advantage to try to differentiate ourselves from the competition. Data rails is very dependent upon existing assets. Data rails is designed to allow your separate systems to communicate with each other to make it more centralized. Data rails isn't something a new entrant to the market is going to build their IT architecture on. It is made to supplement what our systems can't do now. And we're integrating this with a hybrid strategy. Uh, Data Rails is an off-the-shelf product, so we do utilize our vendors, the Data Rail vendor, to really help us with a lot of foundation work, and then our own IT people uh, are implementing it and really doing the background work to make sure it integrates with our systems. That way, we still maintain control of what we want it to do. Uh, this project is a low risk project. If it was to fail tomorrow and we were to put a plug on the entire data rails operations, we have lost the time we've put in. We've lost the money we've spent. Other than that, as far as the business goes, we would be fine. Uh, one good thing about it, data rails, is it is very affordable for what we want to do. Uh, it's not quite as customizable as some other options are, but for the cost trade-off, it's very affordable. It's easily integrated. I mean, this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to connect these systems together. And some of the advantages of it, it's going to centralize our data. It's going to allow us to pull data. It's going to allow us to analyze it and compare side by side. It's going to connect us to our parent company and our sister companies around. It's really going to allow us to look at a broader scope of things a whole lot faster and hopefully lead us to making some better decisions. Some of the some security and stuff like that we worry about is VIP is what we run almost everything through, and it has a lot of sensitive information. It has all of our historical data in it, all of our pricing and customer info. Uh, if something was to happen to that data, that is our competitive advantage. Uh, being able to cater to our customers and provide them individual plans and stuff, and really our pricing. If uh, if this stuff was to get stolen, we could really be in a lot of trouble with our competitors going in with our historical data, knowing what our customers like, knowing what they want, and then undercutting us on price. We could lose a lot of business really fast. Whereas see on the other side, with our vending side of things, uh, it is a mission critical, but security with it doesn't have a lot of sensitive data just because of how vending systems work. It has some of our pricing stuff, but pricing in that manner isn't as much of an advantage. Uh, but we still try to protect this data as much as we can. The good thing about VIP and C is they are a third party. We out off the shelf products, so our vendors provide backups as well as our own backups we have on site. So that allows us to be very covered. If all of our systems were to go down, we do have generators. We do connect to Starlink, so we have pretty constant internet access. But if all that was to go down, we had no internet access or anything, we're probably making it maybe a week before we really start to have some long-term permanent damage. Uh, Customers leaving, things like that, or just a general damage to our reputation, and not counting the financial costs that would come along with it. So looking forward into the future, a lot of things are changing in our vending side of things. Some of the new technologies they have is people are going away from vending machines and moving more towards micro markets, which is pretty much an unmanned small store uh, that allows us for a more wide variety of products and things like that. But the biggest problem with an unmanned store is people walk in and they just walk out with a product. There's nobody to keep them accountable, and shrinkage is a big problem. So some of the technology we see coming into the vending business is to counteract that. We see it with uh, Cantaloupe has integrated with some European countries to make some smart systems to really get AI involved in preventing this. So they have smart shelves and AI tracking. So the system they have now is they have cameras that are linked through the internet to the actual shelves that hold the product, and they are designed to measure how much something weighs. So with the combination of the camera looking at the customers in the market and them grabbing it off the shelves, it can then allocate the price of what they got and charge them without them ever having to stop and pay at a kiosk. Uh, After that, AI marketing. Uh, these things you have to have accounts to be able to get into the market. Uh, it 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 knows your purchase history, what you usually do, what you usually buy. So then it can make individual marketing ads specifically for you based on what you like. Uh, it can pull in data of expiration dates, and it can really, so if you got sandwiches that are going out of date in 2 days, it'll lower the price of them and really push them out to the customers to uh, to try to get them off the shelf. I mean, selling something is better than just throwing it away. Uh, and future and looking on into the future is AI service interfacing. We're looking at reducing some of the redundancies of this machine doesn't work, this and that, and letting customers really give a direct linkage from customer to us to know when we need to go service our products. The downside is we're a smaller vending company. Compare this is brand new technology. It comes at a premium. We've really only seen this stuff implemented on a very large scale with very large companies. So for a company of our size, we're gonna have to wait and watch. This technology is still in the very early stages. It's not proven technology. It very well could fail. Uh, so I doubt we get into it anytime soon because it's all new. But some of the stuff it's going to have to come along with this smart technology is the AI integrated cameras. Uh, you have to have it has to have your own local internet connection, and you can't just and then that causes problems in some of our remote places, and then getting the smart coolers and shelves linked up through all that is this technology isn't quite advanced enough yet to be affordable for smaller companies. But uh, that does seem to where things are trending towards. So maybe it will help solve a lot of our problems. But that's all I got. Thank you.